Hi, how you doing? I'm Saeed Khan and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why you don't need to wake up really early to be successful, as a lot of advice has been, given on this topic that you need to wake up really early, to be successful and start your day. So this multi-billionaire, right, has proven that you don't have to really wake up early, to be successful. Okay, and I'm going to reveal who this person is, this gentleman is. So first of all, you probably read advice that many successful people wake up early and get an edge in life than those who don't, because they started their work early, have more energy and all the good stuff, right? I agree with this advice in some way, but not all the way. Okay, I'll admit that I do myself try to wake up early and around being at 5 a.m. ish, sort of early morning, and I try out both. After trying out both wake up early and working early, and also working late nights and sleeping late, I've come to a realization for myself that I like to wake up early, and I prefer, because I prefer to wake up early as it suits me and due to my own reasons. Okay, and for example, I get no disturbances, no distractions from family members, quiet and peaceful environment, which helps me focus and concentrate. I feel recharged, energetic and enthusiastic about my work. I can read books, absorb and understand the content better wherever I'm reading without any distractions. I just feel that I'm most productive at that time in the early morning hours, and especially when I'm writing about something as well. So that's me. I prefer to wake up early as I find it comfortable for me and it suits the way of my working. Okay. However, the same could or could not be for you and other people. In fact, you may actually be the opposite, right? And find that working late nights and sleeping late works better for you. There are so many articles, like I said, that suggest waking up early, can be great for you. And there's so many examples of successful people also that they wake up early, for example, which is great. And they state that many beneficial reasons for doing so, and it's great advice, but it may not suit everyone. Okay, for example, I get it that if you wake up at 4 a.m. that you may have a 4-hour advantage over someone who wakes up at 8 a.m. But what if that person, right, who wakes up at 8 a.m. is a late night working person? That person could happen to be the most productive when they work throughout the night and sleep early hours in the morning, perhaps at 4 a.m. And let's say you're an early person and the other person is a night person. So both of you roughly work the same amount of hours when you're awake. The only difference being that you start early and the other person starts late nights. So when you think about it, neither of you really have much of an advantage over each other in terms of hours, right? Because you work the same sort of hours. In this scenario, it kind of proves that just because you wake up early, you're not really ahead of the other person, okay, in some way, because they're going to wake up later during that day and work late nights and probably cross it just like you did early morning, right? And another thing to consider is that the type of work that you do and the nature of your work, also business, etc., is also another thing to consider as well. Let's say your business involves serving customers in a different time zone, different country, where they have a different time zone than you, right? For example, when it's night time in your country, then it's daytime in your customer's country. So in this scenario, you would probably have to adapt to working late nights in order to serve your customers, right? Your business, and if you have an active involvement in the company, right? In this case, you can't really choose but to go with what's best for your business. Now, to prove the title of the topic, the video that I said, that you're a successful person, super successful, multi-billionaire, has proven that you don't have to be, waking up early to be successful. So the success person, in fact, he's in the top 3 richest person in the world. I think at the time he was number 2, I think. So this gentleman is called Warren Buffett. Yeah, he's one of the most successful investors of all time. And according to Google, I just Googled it, right? Warren Buffett's current net worth is 88 billion, okay? Multi-billionaire. And Warren Buffett said in an interview with a PBS channel, broadcasting channel, that he doesn't do 4 a.m. mornings as he likes to get quite a bit of sleep. Okay, so that was just one example, but I'm sure there are other successful people who are not morning people and like to wake up when they feel like it and around their lifestyle. For example, look at rock stars, famous rock stars. They do late night concerts, wherever. Maybe they do late night recording studio sessions, this, that, and they're successful, right, in their own right, in their field, right? So why is it that some people prefer to wake up early and and get an early start to the day and work better, and others prefer to start later during the day and also work better as well? Okay, and very likely reason that makes total sense could be down to your chronotype. Okay, so I think the most fascinating research advice comes from sleep expert specialist Dr. Michael Brios, who's found that you can know when you're at your best performance, vigilant and productive by knowing your chronotype. Okay, chronotype is about natural sleep and wake preference and other health related, performance related aspects such as your vigilance and even your sex life. Okay, but we're not going to talk about the sex life bit. Okay, but from what I can understand from chronotypes, that your body regulates when you like to wake up and when during the day or night that you're likely to be most productive in your, in activities that you do. And have you realized that perhaps you or seen other people's lifestyle different from others, right? From yourself, perhaps. For example, I prefer to do my running exercise, early morning jog, right, in the morning. Whilst I see some people, they like to run late at night. I mean, I've tried it running late at night, but I just prefer to run in the early morning. Okay, that's just when I feel good running in the morning. So according to Dr. Bios, it's to do with your master biological clock inside of us, right? That's maybe ticking away at different times in each individual, unlike a normal clock. Okay, so at different times. So that's also explained that why some people like to work late at nights and are most productive, while others prefer to work early mornings. Okay, there are typically 4 types of chronotype that are named as animals: dolphin, lion, bear, wolf. I'm just going to go briefly through each one, but I'll link to an article which you can read and get some more information, learn more about it. Okay, so each type has its own behavioral characteristics, habits, and patterns and routines. Okay, so for example, wolf is not a morning person. Instead, they work best at night. Dolphins like to be a morning person. Bear can actually adjust and be both morning and night people. Lion is an early person and they work best from early mornings. Okay, according to the quiz that I took, and you can also take that quiz. I'll link to the quiz as well. I took to determine what I am. So I'm a bear chronotype, okay, which kind of agree, because if I need to work late nights, I can do so, and I can be productive at late nights as well. But I prefer doing both too. Like I said, I prefer to do early mornings because it's just my preference, and I like it more. So that's my preference. And when you know your chronotype, it will help you determine when you're most likely to be at your best performance, and it could be day or night. Okay, so therefore the advice that waking up early will make you productive, more protective and successful may not work for you or me, and it may not even apply to you or me. Okay, if we're not naturally able to work productively day or night, then at the end of the day. So the topic on chronotypes is very interesting and makes sense, and it's quite deep. If you want to learn more, I will link to the article that you can learn more. And to sum it up, deciding to wake up early or not depends on a couple of factors around you and your profession or your business and your lifestyle, right? This could be your individual preference, what's comfortable for you, what's best for your career, your business, when you're most productive, and of course your sleep chronotype as well. Okay, I found for me, and due to the nature of my some of my work that I do online, i.e. web-based work, I found that I'm quite productive, motivated, energetic when I'm early in the morning, working early in the morning. And for you, you just need to figure out what's best and comfortable for you, your career, profession, and your business, right? And you may also of course learn more about and consider the topic of chronotype, which is very very interesting, and which could help you provide further advice and help you determine whether you are most productive as an early person or a later person. Okay, and I look at it this way: if you're not an early person, why do you want to stress yourself? Take the effort to force yourself to wake up early, by taking that advice from that successful people, or early morning rise or whatever, right? Which is great advice, as I said. But when you know that you can work best at later nights, why not just work later nights best, right? If you can do so. But of course if you need to wake up early for whatever reason, right, then I guess you need to do it. But if you have a choice and your preference, try both ways, like I did. And you'll know after trying both ways that when you are most productive. Okay, and just go with what you feel like, what you're comfortable with. Now, whatever you decide to do, it's imperative that you take into consideration and adhere to healthy sleeping guidelines from trusted health experts and organizations. For example, getting the right amount of sleep and all that, right? And because if you're not sleeping enough and well, instead of waking up early because of some successful people are doing it, then your potential success could be harming your health, and we do not want that. Okay, so you definitely need to take advice on sleeping the right amount of hours and stuff like that. Okay, and what good is success, money, and fame and fortune when you're risking our health, right, to acquire it? As any amount of success won't matter if we don't live to see it. Okay, literally. Okay, so if you're interested to learn more about chronotypes, I will link to two links there, so you can first take a quiz as well to see what sort of chronotype you are, and also you can learn more about chronotypes as well, and it'll help you understand more about chronotypes. Okay, so I think that's it for now, and hope you check it out, chronotypes, and learn more about it. And as I said, you don't have to wake up early to be successful. You can definitely do it by working, working late nights and stuff like that. Okay, so all the best, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And please, if you like more stuff like this, where I share about marketing, business, tech, personal development, improvement related stuff, do visit saeedkhan.com/newsletter, and you can subscribe to my free email list where I share stuff like this with you. Okay, so thanks for watching, and all the best.